Pebbles, sinumpaang salaysay mo ba is ginawa mo ba ito ng kusang loob at wala pong pumilit po sa inyo na gawin at pirmahan ito?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. May I proceed, Mr. Chair? Ikaw po ay isang vlogger, Pebbles. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At ito po ba ay full-time mong ginagawa o part-time lang?
Part-time? Minsan po kasi hindi po ako nag-vlog for a month.
So it's not your main source of income?
Yes po, kasi hindi po ako monetize.
Okay. Hindi monetize. Pero meron po kayong ibang trabaho?
Online seller po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, online seller. Pag kayo po ay nag-i-engage sa pagbablog, ano po ang pangalan na ginagamit po ninyo?
Pebbles po, Mr.
Pebbles.
Chair. Kasi nga po, hate ko po yung Vicente.
Opo. Halata naman dahil ayaw mong gamitin Ano pong social media platforms ang ginagamit po ninyo?
Facebook po.
Facebook lang?
Meron din po akong ex, pero hindi po ako ganong nagpo-post doon.
At ilang taon na po kayong nag-vlog?
Since 2014 po, Mr. Chair.
2014, that's about 11 years.
Opo.
Okay. Thank you. Now, dito po sa affidavit po ninyo, meron po kayong binanggit tungkol sa isang Maisog rally sa Hong Kong noong July 2024.
No, Mr. Chair. Yung pong Maisog event sa Hong Kong, that was July 7.
July 7. July. Wala naman nakalagay dito yung date Ako lang ang naglagay para malaman ko kung magsasabi ka ng totoo o hindi Pwede po bang ipaliwanag po ninyo sa committee ito kung ano po itong Maisog rally?
Yan po yung normal, Mr. Chair, na ginagawa ng TOPS Coalition, yung Maisog event na sa iba't ibang lugar, katulad ng sa New York, sa Vancouver, maski dito po sa Pilipinas, sa Liwasan. Yan po yung Maisog rally na sinasabi.
At ginagawa ito sa iba't ibang lugar ng Pilipinas at saka ibang bansa.
Opo.
Thank you. Ikaw ba ay kusang loob na pumunta doon sa mga Maisog rally na yan? O sa mga lugar na ito?
Kapag ini-invite po ako, Mr. Chair, nagpupunta po ako. Pero pag hindi po ako invited, hindi po ako pumupunta.
Pag ini-invite ka,
Opo.
may sumasagot po ba sa iyong pamasahe?
Meron po.
Meron. Pati yung accommodations po ninyo?
Yung pamasahe lang po, pero yung accommodations, kapag isang beses pa lang po kasi ako nakapunta ng abroad na Maisog rally.
Saan po yun?
Sa Hong Kong.
Sa Hong Kong.
Doon po, yung friend ko po yung nag-sponsor sa akin ng airfare and hotel.
At pwede ko po bang malaman? Masabi po ninyo dito sa committee ito kung saan ka nag-stay at saka ilang araw ka na natili doon sa Hong Kong?
July 7 po, ginawa yung event. July 6, 7, and 8 po. July 6, 7, and 8 po ako nag-stay. Pero yung pangalan po ng hotel, nakalimutan ko na po.
Okay, thank you. Bakit po kayo naimbita sa private dinner na sinasabi mo na naganap noong July 7, 2024?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair. After po ng event, meron pong dinner
Naimbita po
ng
kayo?
lahat ng naging speaker dun sa event.
So, naging speaker kayo doon?
Yes po.
Okay. Pwede po bang sabihin nyo sa committee ito? Sino ang nag-imbita po sa inyo sa event na ito?
Actually, Mr. Chair, nung pagtapos ng event, tapos nakatayo na po lahat ng mga tao, nagpapapicture yung mga umattend, yung mga followers. Ang nagsabi po sa akin na merong dinner after is si Attorney Harry.
Si Attorney,
Harry Roque.
si Harry Roque. Siya rin ba nag-imbita na lumawak ko doon?
Hindi po, yung pong organizer ng Maizug, Hong Kong.
Yung nag-organizer ng Hong Kong Maisog Rally. Sa tingin mo, ano po ang dahilan bakit kayo inimbita doon?
Kapareho rin po nung mga ginagawang rally dito sa Pilipinas na sabihin lahat ng ginagawa ng gobyerno na hindi namin gusto kasi that time kalaban po ako ng gobyerno.
Liwanagin po natin yon. Kalaban ka ng gobyerno? Ano
Opo.
po ang ibig sabihin po ninyo sa
ano po?
kalaban ka ng gobyerno?
Mr. Chair,
Kayo po ba ay critic ng gobyerno?
Yes po, kritiko
yun.
po.
Kasi
Opo,
malawak po
kritiko
yung
po.
sinasabi po nyo na kalaban ka ng gobyerno.
Sorry, kritiko po ako ng gobyerno.
Kritiko ka ng gobyerno. Okay. Meron akong meron pong binabanggit sa iyong affidavit na pagkatapos ng nangyaring maisog rally sa Hong Kong, ikaw ay naimbita na dumalo sa isang pribadong dinner kasama ng mga iba pro-Duterte vloggers at personalities. Meron akong ipapakitang litratong ito sa screen. Pakisagot lang pakisabi lang kung ito po ang sinasabi po ninyong dinner na nangyari.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Comsec, please flash the photo on the screen.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Yan po yung dinner.
Pwede ba? Narayan ka.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Try ko po lahat. Yung kakilala ko lang po, ha.
Opo.
Yung pong nakaupo from left side is si Tio Moreno. Yung nakatayo po na
Tio Moreno, yung nakaupo dito sa kaliwa?
Dito po.
Naka-black?
Hindi po yung naka-brown.
Naka-t-shirt?
Yes po. Ay, ipag doon po kasi ako tumingin.
Kasi nasa left sa photo, yes. Okay.
And yung nakatayo po na white is si Miss Sas Rogando Sasot.
Okay.
Ako po yung kasunod. Sumunod po si Miss Joey. Next si Sec Trixie, si Attorney Vic. And then yung nakaupo pong green is si Prof. Ana. Uy.
Okay.
Yung naka-red, hindi ko po kilala. Yung katabi po ng naka-red, si Attorney Harry Roque. Yung nakatayo pong naka-black, si Daniel Long. Yung naka-green na nakatayo, hindi ko po kilala. Yung katabi ng naka-green, si Pam. Yung katabi ni Pam, hindi ko po kilala. And then yung pong nakaupo sa right, si Mr. Abines. Yung katabi ni Mr. Abines, hindi ko po kilala. Then si Attorney Glenn Chong and si Doc Badoy.
Alam mo ba, Pebbles, kung sino ang nagbayad sa dinner na yan?
Ang pagkakaalam ko po si Attorney Harry.
Attorney Harry Roque. Okay. Punta na tayo dun sa laman ng iyong affidavit. Sinabi mo sa iyong affidavit, Pebbles, na pinag-uusapan sa dinner na yon na may larawan o picture si Attorney Harry Roque na di umano nagpapakita na gumagamit ng cocaine si PBBM. Sigurado ka ba dyan? sa sinabi mo sa affidavit mo na ito?
Late po kasi akong dumating, Mr. Chair. So, mga 1 hour na silang nandun sa restaurant, nag-uusap. Bago po kami dumating ni Attorney Vic and ni Pam. So, mini-message na po nila ako na nasa na daw po ako, marami ng chikahan. So, pagdating ko po, yun po yung topic about the Pulburon video.
Okay. Sinabi mo rin sa iyong affidavit, Pebbles, na walang pinakitang picture si Atty. Harry Roque doon sa pinag-uusapan po ninyo. Pero base po sa iyong obserbasyon, mukha bang yung ibang mga kasamaan mo ay alam na ito o first time din nilang narinig ang tungkol sa larawan na yan?
In fairness naman po dun sa mga kasama ko, hindi po nila alam. Wala po kaming alam lahat.
Okay, thank you. Dito rin sa affidavit po ninyo, pinag-usapan din ninyo sa oras po na yon sa dinner kung paano i-release yung sinasabing picture na hawak ni Atty. Roque. Tama
Yes,
po ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At napagkaisahan na mas maigi na yung photo na yon ay parelease sa isang foreign influencer para mas kapani-paniwala.
Mr. Chair, hindi naman po na pagkaisahan, pero nagbibigay po sila ng mga opinion na dapat siguro sa international blogger dapat ang maglabas, or yung Australian reporter na nag-interview kay PBBM, pero hindi po siya napagkaisahan. Kumbaga nagbibigay lang po sila ng mga opinion.
Okay, thank you. Pebbles, kung totoo man ang picture, bakit kailangan pa maghanap ng foreign influencer to release the picture? Bakit kailangan bigyan ng some semblance of credibility ang pag-release nito?
Siguro po, Mr. Chair, para mapanood agad international.
Bakit kailangan ng semblance of credibility? Dahil hindi tunay yung litrato or yung photo? Bakit kailangan ng grupo po ninyo na magkaroon ng semblance of credibility yung litrato o yung photo na yon?
Hindi ko po, at that time po, Mr. Chair, nakikinig lang po ako. Hindi po ako nagbibigay ng opinion na ilabas ng international blogger. Nakikinig lang po ako sa kanila. Wala po akong binigay na opinion na, sige, ilabas mo, dapat ilabas siya ni ganito, dapat ilabas siya ni ganyan.
Hindi po ba, Pebbles, having in this business for 11 years, kung kailangan bigyan ng credibility isang bagay, yun ay dahil yung isang bagay na yun ay alanganin. Yung bang pwedeng hindi totoo?
Yes po, Mr.
Dahil
Chair.
kung totoo yun, hindi nyo na kailangan na bigyan ng credence o credibility.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you. Sa iyong obserbasyon, Pebbles, sino ang nangunguna sa diskusyon nung oras po na yun?
Mr. Chair, si Attorney Harry Roque po.
Si Attorney Harry Roque. Now, pwede ko bang tatanungin, Pebbles, at that time na ikaw ay nag-vlog, ng panahon na yon, ikaw ba ay DGS?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po kayo?
Pro-Philippines.
Pro-Philippines.
Wala po akong pinapanigan.
Wala kayo pinapanigan.
Hindi po ako BBM vlogger that time, hindi rin po ako DDS.
Pero sa mga vlog ninyo, sumusuporta po kayo sa mga Duterte.
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi. Okay. Dito rin sa iyong affidavit, Pebbles, may binanggit ka na binanggit din ni Atty. Roque na sinabi niya na kaya niyang magpabagsak ng gobyerno. Tama rin po ba ang pagkabasa ko dito sa affidavit po ninyo?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Ang exactly sinabi niya dyan is nagkamali sila, magaling akong magbagsak ng gobyerno.
Aha. Oh. Sa tingin mo, kaya po ba niya talaga?
Mr. Chair, hindi po, kasi nagtatago po siya ngayon eh.
Tama. Meron. Yung, yung, sa iyong interpretasyon, Pebbles, nung gabi na yon, kung ano man ang pinag-usapan nyo doon, specifically yung supposed photo na gumamit ng cocaine si PBBM ay parte ng plano na pabagsakin ng gobyerno ayon kay Harry Roque?
Sa palagay ko po, Mr. Chair, party po yun ang plano ng gusto nilang pabagsakin ng presidente.
Okay. Meron po bang ibang pinag-usapan pa nung gabi ngayon?
Wala na po, Mr. Chair.
Wala na. Okay. Now, meron ka rin binanggit dito sa iyong affidavit, yung may sug rally sa Vancouver, Canada. Dito po yata, inirelease officially, yung photo na pinag-usapan ninyo doon sa Hong Kong may sug rally.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Comsec, paki-plus po ang video clip na nagpapakita ng pag-release ng Pulveron video sa rally sa Vancouver.
Yan ba'y epekto ng pulburon? Kailangan sumagot siya ng tama, lalong-lalo na mukhang mailalabas na ang pulburon video.
Thank you. Pebbles, nandun ka ba sa rally sa Vancouver?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Paano mo, kung wala ka po doon, paano mo nalaman ito?
Naka-live po yan, Mr. Chair.
Aha.
Nag-live po sila dyan.
May nag-abiso sa'yo na magla-live sila?
Wala po, Mr. Chair. Pero kasi, pag binuksan niyo po yung social media, yung Facebook, yan po yung trending.
Yun ang trending. Pebbles, mapapansin sa isang video na si Atty. Roque mismo ang nasa entablado at nangunguna sa rally. Tama.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Siya rin ang nagbibigay ng pahayag sa harap ng mga tao, kaya masasabi ba natin na aktibo siyang bahagi ng event na ito?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
So, malinaw na si Atty. Roque ang isa sa mga pangunahing personalidad sa rally kung saan inilabas ang Pulveron video.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At base sa video, siya mismo ang nasa sentro ng kaganapan. Tama rin.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, ayon din dito sa iyong sinupang salaysay, isa sa mga dumalo sa Vancouver Mysog Rally ay si Maharlika.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Pwede po bang sabihin mo kung sino itong si Maharlika?
Si Maharlika po yung isang vlogger niya taga-US.
Taga-US. Ayon din dito sa iyong salaysay, parang alam na ni Maharlika ang nilalaman ng video bago pa ito may sa publiko. Bakit po ninyo nasabi ito?
Paulit po, Mr. Chair.
Ayon dito sa iyong salaysay din, parang alam ni Maharlika ang nilalaman ng video bago pa man ito may sa publiko.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po ang basehan ninyo?
Kasi noon pa po niya sinasabi na may video.
Okay. Ayon sa iyong affidavit, sinabi mong nagpadala sa iyo ng mensahe si Marlica bago pa man lumabas sa video na tinaguri ang polvoron video. Tama rin po ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po yung nilalaman ng mensahe sa iyo?
Na may video po at naka-green na damit si PBBM.
Okay. At sinabi mo rin sa iyong affidavit, hinikayat ka ni Maharlika, nasakyan mo ang ilalabas na video. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nito sa iyong konteksto?
Ang sabi niya po is, sakyan ko na lang. Kasi po, ang sinasabi ko po sa kanya is, nakakainis kayo, bakit kayo may kopya? Kami wala.
So, bakit naman kaya sinabihan ka ni Maharlika tungkol sa video bago pa man lang ipalabas to?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Chair. Kasi po, sa totoo lang po, Mr. Chair, si Maharlika, kaibigan ko po yan, pero kahit kaibigan ko siya at meron siya mga issues, hindi po siya nagsasabi sa akin kung sino yung mga puting ahas niya. At hindi rin naman po ako nagtatanong.
Okay. Hindi na po ako magtatanong doon. May ipapakita akong video. Paki-plus po yung video na sinubmit ni Pebbles bilang Annex B ng kanyang affidavit. COMSEC. Ito po ba yung video na pinag-uusapan po natin na Pebbles?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At yan din ang video na pinadala sa iyo ni Maharlika noong July 22.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ito rin po ba ang tinaguriang polvoron video?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Pwede po bang ipaliwanag nyo sa akin? Ano po bang sinasabi o nakikita dito sa video na ito?
Na gumagamit po ang presidente ng droga.
Okay. Meron din dito sa iyong affidavit. Binanggit mo yung isang raw version at yung enhanced version. Pakipaliwanag po sa amin. Ano po ang ibig sabihin nito sa iyong affidavit?
Yung raw version po kasi, kapag tiningnan nyo, hindi nyo siya masasabi na kahit na hindi po siya talaga, hindi nyo rin po talaga masasabi na si PBBM. So, in-enhance po nila yung video para mas maging maliwanag at mas makita.
Okay. Ang ibig nyo bang sabihin, na-edit yung video?
Yes po,
Dun sa
Mr. Chair.
enhanced version?
Maski po yung raw video, hindi po ako naniniwala na si PBBM yan.
Ano po yung inyong basihan?
Kasi po,
Mr. Chairman, can I? Pwede pakiulit yung sinabi mo kanina, Miss Kunanan?
alin po, Mr. Chair?
Yung indisi ano yun? Sino yun?
Sa raw at saka enhanced version?
Hindi po si PBBM yan.
Indisi?
PBBM, hindi po yan yung presidente.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Ano po yung basihan po ninyo, Pebbles?
Kasi po, Mr. Chair, hindi naman po talaga yun yung mukha ni PBBM. Noon ko po pa kasi siya kilala. And kung yung edad niya that time, kung titingnan po mabuti yung nasa video, kung 30 plus pa lang siya or 40, parang wala pa po yatang cellphone nun.
Mhm. Okay. So, sa tingin mo, Pebbles, merong sinadyang alteration sa video upang manipulahin at ang itsura ng taong nasa eksena.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ayun. Ibig sabihin, lumalabas na planado ang pagpapakalat ng video para makapanira kay PBBM. Tama po.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At ayon sa iyo, si Harry Roque ang may pakanan dito.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Pero hindi lamang si Attorney Roque ang high official na nasa meeting na yon. Tama po ba?
Yung sa Hong Kong po, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Politician po ba? Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Okay. Huling katanungan, Pebbles. At sana masagot mo ito. Bakit ka nagsasalita ngayon at bakit ka pumirma ng isang affidavit?
Para itama po ang mali.
Para itama. Aha. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to manifest that yung Polvoron video, according to the Philippine National Police Cybercrime Office and National Bureau of Investigation, which have conducted a video spectral analysis, and these officers concluded that the tragic nuts and anti-tragus or parts of the ear of the man in the video did not match those of the PBBM. And there were also independent fact-checking organizations which conducted verification, conducting deepfake analysis insofar as the video is concerned, and all confirmed na hindi po si PBBM ang nasa video. Thank you at maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Pebbles.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, this JJ.
yeah, can I have just a few questions to Ms. Pebbles Cunanan?
You have the floor.
Thank you very much. Ms. Cunanan, nabanggit niyo po kanina na ito pong Pulveron video ay peke.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Paano niyo po masasabi na peke yung video?
Halatang ginawa naman po siya, Mr. Chair. Pinalabas nila na malabo yung raw video para lang masabi na kamukha ni PBBM.
Okay.
Tapos, in-enhance po nila and sa kanila in-AI.
Okay. So, when you say nila, sino po yung sila? Who do you pertain
Alam ko
to?
naman po, Mr. Chair, na hindi lang si Attorney Harry Roque yung nasa likod ng video na yan.
Sino pa kaya, Ms. Pebbles, ang nasa likuran ng video na ito?
Hindi ko na po masasabi. Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi nyo na po masasabi. But sa palagay nyo po ba, yung mga kasama nyo sa dinner sa Hong Kong ay kasama dun sa pagpapalaganap ng peking video na ito?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi masasabi. Okay.
Hindi po sila kasama. Hindi po sila kasama dun sa paggawa ng video.
Okay, kaso lang kasama po sila sa pagpapalaganap at pagkalat ng video.
Mr. Chair, meron pong mga DDS vloggers na hindi po nag-share ng video.
Okay. And meron din pong nag-share.
Meron din po. Karamihan po na nag-share is yung mga vlogger na yung pong yung may mga YouTube, yung mga may revenue makukuha, yung mga small-time vloggers.
Okay. Okay. So, kayo, did you share this video?
Hindi po, screenshot.
Oo. So, Miss Pebbles, no, Miss Pebbles. So, ano sa palagay ninyo ang dahilan kung bakit magpapakalat ng ganitong peking video na namukhang binigyan pa ng oras, panahon, at pagsisikap para enhance ang isang peking video at palabasin na peke? Bakit pa?
Para pabagsakin po si PBBM.
And how do you come to that conclusion para pabagsakin ng ating presidente?
Kasi galit na po sila eh.
Galit na sila. Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, this is precisely the reason why we conduct hearings like this, you know. Ito halatang halata peke. But of course, upang mag-instigate ng disgust, mag-instigate ng galit at ipahiya ang isang nakapwesto and for this case our president, some people would go to the extent of using AI deepfakes to alter videos and to come out with fake news that destroy the very credibility of certain individuals. And unfortunately for this case, the individual happens to be our president. And of course, that has more and greater ramifications dahil presidente po siya ng bansa. Kung ordinaryong mamamayan lang yon, siguro ang ramifications nun siguro makaka-apekto lang sa kanya yung pamilya niya kasi nandito bansa na po ang pinag-uusapan natin. And this is the reason why we really need to come up with clear legislation and policies para hindi na po maulit ang mga ganitong pamemeke ng video para lang manira ng tao. Pinasasalamatan ko po si Ms. Pebbles para sa katapangan ninyo para sabihin yung katotohanan patungkol po dito sa Peking Pulveron na video na ito. There were some individuals in that photo. Can we flash that photo again? Comsec, yung photo dun sa Chinese restaurant or restaurant sa Hong Kong. Yan. Okay. Miss Pebbles, nabanggit niyo po kanina at ito naman po ay pwede niyo sabihin sa akin o kung sa palagay niyo pong very private yung information, pwede naman pong hindi. You stayed for 3 days in Hong Kong and that trip was sponsored, correct?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Do you mind sharing the details to this committee on who sponsored your trip?
My friend po, hindi po siya, involved sa politics.
Okay. So basta inilibre ka niya para
Opo.
pumunta doon sa rally na ito. Okay. What was the year of this photo?
July 7, 2024 po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. The individual present, sino? Joey?
Si Tio Moreno po yung nasa right, kung dyan po niyo po titingnan sa
Siya
monitor.
po yun? Chairman siya ba yun?
Opo, si Joey po. Si Miss
Ma'am,
Joey.
can
Si
you
Miss Joey po yun.
Can you confirm if you are this individual in the photo?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And then, Attorney Glenn Chong, can you confirm if you are the person in this video and this photo?
Mr. Chair, I can't see clearly, but I confirm that I attended a dinner in Hong Kong.
Attorney Trixie, yes, do you confirm that you are the individual in this photo?
I am.
Okay, thank you very much. Attorney Vic Rodriguez, hindi, wala po siya dito, no? Sino po yung nakapula?
Hindi ko po kilala, Mr. Chair. Baka sa kanila po merong nakakakilala.
Attorney Trixie, can you identify the individual wearing the red shirt beside Attorney Harry Roque?
Sorry, not from this distance, sir. May I?
Yes, you can come closer. Of course. Dapat pala nilagyan namin kayo ng TV dyan sa harapan, no?
Yung nakapulas eh. Mr. Chair, hindi ko rin po kasi siya talaga kilala.
Miss Cruz, kayo po, kilala niyo po yung nakapula? Sorry, medyo malayo. Kasi pwede po kayong lumapit dito para ma-identify.
Yes, yes, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Glenn Chong,
I
pwede rin
will
po kayo
approach
lumapit para ma-identify yung individual na nakapula at nakaberde. We just want to identify the individuals present in the dinner.
Hindi ko rin talaga siya kilala.
Kilala nyo? Hindi? Hindi nyo rin kilala?
Baka Chinese yan, sponsor.
Hindi nyo kilala, ma'am? Yun, yung nakapula. Katabi ni Attorney Harry Roque. Okay. Now, I just find it a little bit interesting, Mr. Chair, na, a lot of them who were present in the dinner do not know the person in the middle. Oftentimes, the person in the middle is the most important person.
Mr.
And,
Chair, pwede pong sumagot. Kasi nung time po na nasa event kami, wala naman po siya.
okay. Hindi, kaso lang nandyan siya sa picture. Eh.
Nung dumating po kasi ako, nandiyan na po siya.
Nandito na siya. O. At nung dumating ka, inabutan mo na rin yung ibang mga
Lahat po sila dyan.
nandun na sila. Okay, NBI. Nandito po po yung NBI. Oh, can you please, Comsec, can you please share the photo to the NBI? Maybe NBI can help us identify who these individuals are. So, Pebbles, thank you so much for sharing that. Actually, there's been so much talk about this whole Pulveron video and issue. We all know that it's fake, but it's been circulated. In fact, yun yung dapat kong i-raise dyan sa Meta kanina. Kasi sa totoo lang, yung Meta, isa yan sa mga platforms na nag-share ng fake videos na ito eh. So, dito po sa mga vloggers na nandito, meron ba sa inyo nag-share ng video na ito? Can you raise your hand if you did?
Yes, Your Honor. Ako po, nag-share ako niyan dahil morally convinced ako. Dahil ako yung nag-imbestiga po.
Tinatanong ko lang kung
Apo.
sino sa inyo ang nag-share. Hindi nyo na po kailangan ipaliwanag kung bakit. Gusto ko lang po malaman sa inyo
Ako
na
po,
nandito.
nag-share po.
Okay, isa po kayo. Yes, okay, Mr. Morales. Thank you for informing the committee. And who else?
Mr. Chair, I shared the video showing the video, not the video itself.
You shared the video.
The video showing the video, not the video itself.
You showed the video showing the video.
Yes.
Which is pretty much showing the video.
But not the video, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, sino pa
Thank you,
po
Mr.
sa
Chair.
inyo? Yes?
I think, Mr. Chair, I also shared the video and I am also asking for answers.
Okay. So, yun lang siguro yung isa sa mga magandang learning experience natin sa committee na ito peke, deepfake ang ginamit. Medyo questionable naman talaga kung titingnan mo at first glance. Maybe we should have used a little bit of caution and a little bit of prudence and practice a little bit of responsibility when sharing this video. Kasi pwede nyo naman po ipa-verify, pwede nyo naman po malaman kung totoo, hindi, bago nyo ipakalat, bago nyo ilagay sa wall ninyo, bago nyo ilagay sa page ninyo. Eh. But you were reckless enough to post it regardless of the fact, not knowing and not verifying the truthfulness of the video. Now, some of you may say we were looking for answers. Some of you may say na hindi dapat mangyari ito. Kaso lang, siguro may iba namang pagkakataon para malaman, di ba? I'm sure kung kayo po yung tao na nasa kabilang banda, hindi nyo rin po magugustuhan na gawan kayo ng deepfake video at palabasin na gumagawa kayo ng isang bagay na labag sa ating batas.
Ayan, kilala ako ni Congressman Glenn. Kaibigan ko yan. I'm not onion skin. Ang ibinabagit lamang natin dito is how do we limit this? How do we regulate this? Yun ang aming inaanong batas. How do we regulate this kind of statements, na masyadong personal to eh. Diba? Hindi ko na nga pinapansin eh. Oo. Kung hindi lang binigay sa akin itong mga bagay na sinabi eh, makikita ko ba to? Hindi ko nakita to eh, Miss Joey Cruz eh. I don't even care about that anymore. Hindi ako apektado dito eh. Hindi ba? And the thing is this, kayo makakatulong sa amin for us to be able to craft a better legislation to what? To tell you that the freedom of expression is not absolute. Yun ang nais naming sabihin dito. Oh, so yung the rest of the vloggers, if yes, Attorney Glenn, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. While we recognize the plenary power of this Congress to enact legislation to limit freedom of speech or expression, I would just like also to exhort the members of Congress, the honorable members of Congress, to remember that the exercise of free speech, public officials should not be onion-skinned. I know hindi po kayo onion-skinned, Congressman Honorable Abante. Public officials should not be onion-skinned, and that free speech serves as a scalpel that removes the abscesses of officialdom. I quote the jurisprudence. It's a landmark decision of the Supreme Court. So we have to make a tight balance between limiting the freedom of speech and, of course, when it comes to public acts of public officials. Yun na po, Mr. Chair.
May we hear the others, Mr. Chair? Go ahead.
Yes, Mr.
That
Chair.
handsome man right there.
Ako po, Mr. Chair. May I be recognized po? Mr. Chair, sundan ko lang po yung binanggit po ni Attorney Trixie about protected speech. I don't know the specifics of what Miss Joey said. Be that as it may, Mr. Chair, kung yung pong mga binanggit niya ay nakapatungkol po sa official function, then it is warranted. If it pertains to the personal po na buhay, then it is unwarranted. Naiintindihan po namin yung predicament, Mr. Chair, ng mga congressman natin, ng mga public official natin na talagang nasa scrutiny ng taong bayan. Pero hinihingi rin po ng taong bayan, lalong-lalo na ng mga manggagawa, ang pag-intindi po ng ating mga congressmen doon sa kung ano yung nararamdaman at ano yung pakiramdam, emosyon ng mga tao patungkol doon sa function po ng ating mga public official. I believe yung mga binanggit po ni Miss Joey, it is part of protected speech. And I think doon po pwede tayong magkaisa. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Meron pa. Yes, Miss,
Mr. Chair, good afternoon po. Yung tungkol po sa sinabi ni pagsasamahin ko na po yung tatlo, no? Ni Ma'am Joey, ni Attorney Trixie, at saka ni Sir Elijah. Kami po na mga content creators, nasa public eye din po kami, gaya po ninyo. So, whatever content or opinions that we also post online, nakaka-receive din po kami ng mga gaya ninyo na masasakit na salita. Kaya naiintindihan po namin kung saan din kayo nanggagaling. However, ang difference lang po natin, ang atake sa amin personal, ang atake po sa inyo, on your official function. Ngayon, ang masasabi ko lang po siguro pagdating sa bagay na yan, kami po, pinapabayaan po namin yung mga haters namin at saka bashers to air out what they think and feel about what we say. Hindi ko naman din po sinasabi na dapat ganun din po kayo. It so happen lang that sa inyo po, pagdating sa mga nasasabi nyo po, sa mga press briefing nyo po, sa press con nyo, or even sa mga pinapublish sa news, sa aming mga content creator, naka-anchor kami lagi kung ano lang po ang nasasabi ninyo.
Mr. Chair, Miss Batalya,
Yes, po.
gusto ko lang pong banggitin din, no? Alam mo, natanggap ko itong mga bagay na ito since Quadcom days, eh. Hindi ako binabas ng sino man bago ang Quadcom. Bakit kaya? Di ba?
Share if I may,
hindi ako nababas, eh. Oo, Ngayon lang talaga. Hindi ko alam kung bakit eh. Oo, yun ang gusto kong sabihin sana sa inyo. Diba? Yes,
Manuel Mata po. Mr.
yes,
Chair,
if Mr. Mata, yes.
that is exactly the point kung bakit hindi po tayo nakafocus dapat dun sa mga protected naman na speeches ng mga tao. But the reason of frustration, ano po yung context, bakit po nasabi yun ni frustrate, bakit niya po nasabi yun, and yun po yung masolusyonan natin. I think dun po sana tayo nakafocus, and I think yun yung rason kung bakit sinasabi ng batas natin na dapat hindi onion-skinned yung mga government official para nakafocus tayo doon sa totoong problema and cause of frustration ng mga tao.
Mr. Chair, sinabi ko na hindi ako onion skin, di ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. The fact that you are here talking with us
Yes.
with this kind of respect is, I agree.
Kaya, Mr. Chair, hindi ko talaga, since the time na yung Quadcom, hindi ako nagsalita ng anuman sa inyo o nag-vlog sa akin. Miss Joey, hindi ka nakarinig sa akin anuman salita, di ba? Miss Joey, you have never heard me say anything against you or about you. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair, we do not know each other personally.
Ayun. And then, ganito. I have never said anything about you nor anything that you have said against me. Am I right?
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
I have never said anything about you or anything against you, even if you said something against me. Am I right?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Yun. Yun ang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo. I'd like to give way to my good friend, Congressman Akop.
Before I recognize Congressman Akop, Admin Matters, there are several resource persons here who have been here since early this morning, and I believe some of the members have no questions anymore. May andito po ba si Attorney Kirsten Bautista? To the members, do you have any questions with regards to the Department of Justice? Meron po ba tayong tanong sa Department of Justice?
Palagay ko meron po, Mr. Chair. mamaya.
Okay. Sa BIR, may tanong pa po ba tayo?
I do have some questions to the BIR,
Okay,
Mr. Chair.
later. Okay. Andito pa po ba ang BIR? Okay. So, hindi pa pwede po kayong umalis. Okay. Sino pa ba ang... Sa NBI, may tanong pa po ba tayo? Do you have any questions sa NBI? Kayo?
Baka meron pa, Mr. Chair. Bonus na lang
Okay.
ulit.
Sa PNP, meron po ba kayong tanong sa PNP? Yes? Okay. What about sa KBP? Kay Attorney Rodolfo Larbar, who is a KBP Legal Counsel, and Attorney Mark Tolentino. Do you have any questions with KBP? But of course, you are free to stay, no? If you want to stay. May tanong po ba tayo sa KBP? Wala? Kung walang tanong sa KBP, then KBP is allowed to be excused. But as I've said, you're free to stay. Sa Digital Marketing Association of the Philippines, kay Mr. Miko David, may tanong pa po ba tayo? Anyway, you can stay, but you're allowed to be excused. Sa Global AI Council, Mr. Antonio Mauricio, andito po ba?
Your Honor, umalis na, Your Honor.
Okay. Sa Press1.Philippines, andito po ba ang Press1.Philippines? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Meron. Later, Congressman Akop has the floor.
Mr. Chair, I'm just
De Guzman.
Yeah.
May tanong pa tayo doon. Okay. We'll proceed.
Just want to ask some clarificatory
Please
questions.
proceed.
Kung sino po yung nagsabi na dapat maintindihan po natin yung mga tao na because of their frustration ay nakapagsasabi po ng hindi tama. Gusto ko lang sabihin na yung frustrations wouldn't give you the right to violate the law. hindi po nakapagbibigay ng karapatan sa isang tao na mag-violate ng law because of his frustrations. Because there are avenues, legal or provided by law, para ma-express nyo yung frustrations ninyo. That is precisely the reason why the freedom of expression is not absolute. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. Before we proceed, may I know if Ms. Vicente Cunanan has taken her oath? Wala pa. Please rise. Comsec, please administer the oath.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry? Please respond with I do. The oath has been administered, Your Honor. Thank you.
Honorable Abante, you have the floor.
Mr. Chair, meron po bang ibang vloggers na gustong magsalita tungkol dito?
Do you have any statement to the social media personalities regarding the issue on Ms. Cruz? Ms. Cruz, just curious, are you a voter of Honorable Abante?
No, no,
So you're
Mr.
not a
Chair.
registered voter in the district of Honorable Abante?
No, Mr. Chair.
And as you have said earlier, you do not know him personally.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And he does not know you personally.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
So, bakit na nyo naisip na atakihin si Honorable Abante? Just curious.
Because the action is not really limited. The performance and the performance of Congressman Abante being part of several committees that affects national issues.
But why are
I
you
got to know
interested
him.
particularly, specifically to Mr. Honorable Abante, considering that you are not a voter of Honorable Abante? Ano pong interest ninyo?
The issues that he tackles in his committee memberships and chairmanships are issues that are affecting the Philippines at large.
So in short, you have something against him because you have singled him out. There are 314 congressmen here, pero mukhang ang paborito mo si Honorable Abante.
That is incorrect, Your
Mr. Chair,
Honor,
paborito
Mr.
din niya
Chair.
sa Ace Barbers.
Because there are other congressmen that I give my observations to, and it's not limited to Honorable Congressman Abante. So he's not singled out, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, plugin sinasabi ni Ms. Cruz yung observation. I hope, Ms. Cruz, you know, okay lang yung observation. For example, like, I hate Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I do not like Congressman Abante. Okay yan. I don't agree with Congressman Abante. That's fine. Pero yung tatawagin mo kung gago at isasampal mo sa... Teka, gusto ko nang tanungin. Gusto kong malaman, ano ba isasampal mo sa akin? Sabi mo isasampal ko ito sa bumumukha mo. So, pakiklaro nga sa committee ito kung ano yung isasampal mo sa pagmumukha ko?
Like I said earlier, Mr. Chair, I would like to know when that was posted. And perhaps, it's very likely, Mr. Chair,
That
I
was
posted
posted on YouTube.
Mr. Chair, it's very likely, Mr. Chair, that I said something like that.
Now,
And
we are
that's
checking it now.
Very likely, the one that is going to be slapped on your face is, it's very likely that I'm referring to facts.
Oo
It's
nga.
very likely that I'm referring
Mr.
to
Chair,
facts.
talagang hindi ko akalain, sasabihin niya sa akin to kung ang, Mr. Chair, kung ang misis ko ang sasabi niyan, tanggap ko yan. Pero si Miss Joey, hindi ko naman po siya kilala talaga Ito Ito pa, mayroon sasabihin ako sa inyo. Gusto kong tanungin din naman yung ating mga researcher dito ng Press One. So what do you think of Miss Cruz? What do you think of her statements? Everything that she said? Mga researcher po kayo ng Press One. Can you say something about that?
Press One, can you please answer?
Mr. Chair, we were confined with the facts as researchers. So I think as long as if Miss Joey Cruz is giving her opinions and her opinions alone, I think it is beyond our capacity it is beyond our capacity because she is entitled to her own truth. But again, if it's something to do with the known facts, no, I think we can debunk what is being said. Ayun po. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, may I ask Mr. De Guzman?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Well, in my opinion, Mr. Chair, it's basically as a reputation management practitioner, I think in that aspect, it's not really a matter of freedom of speech, but it's a matter of, number one, respecting for others. Number two, it's a matter of an ethical practice, whether you're a journalist or even a content creator, because basically your audience has a wide range. They are not just limited to a particular segment who would understand, unless, of course, that's the type of brand that you want to project. So you will really break those ethical rules, those courtesies, and the respect. So that's my personal opinion, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, can I ask the rest of the bloggers if they would like to say something? Yes, go ahead.
Hello. May I?
No, I don't agree with how you stated it, sir, which allegedly she said. Because, well, people can say anything they want, but if it violates the law, then it's illegal, and it still has to be determined if what she said really was illegal or what she did was illegal, and that I think that is for the courts to decide.
I think we have already heard the other
Mr. Chair.
bloggers. Those who wish to make a statement, you can do so. But to those who have already made their statement, pwede na siguro yun.
Mr. Chair,
Permission to speak.
gusto ko lang pong sabihin kay Miss Joey, yung batas tungkol sa unjust vexation. Supreme Court has defined unjust vexation as any human conduct without violence that unjustly annoys an innocent person. Yan. Yan ang batas. Oh, the elements of unjust vexation are: there is human conduct that unjustly annoys or irritates another person. Such human conduct was not attended with violence. Such human conduct caused annoyance, irritation, torment, distress, or disturbance to the mind of the person to whom it is directed. An offender acted with criminal intent. That is what unjust vexation is, Miss Cruz. Oh. If I say, Miss Cruz, I was irritated by what you said. I was annoyed by what you said, even without violence. I was distressed with what you said. I became depressed with what you said. Oh, di ba, Miss Cruz? So sabi ko, ganito na lang. Ganito, ha? Let's just be very careful. Okay lang po sa akin. Sabihin mo sa akin, I hate Congressman Abante. I don't like him. I don't agree with him. Fine. Pero yung babanggitin mo dito, ha? Gago ako. Isasampal ko ito sa pagmumukha mo. I'm going to be FUC prepared. Ay nako. Palagay ko, very irritant yon sa pinagsabihan mo. Tama ba ako, Mr. Joey Cruz?
May I respond, Mr. Chair?
Go ahead, sige.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, I understand that it may come across as something that you may not feel comfortable with what I said and things like that. And again, if you feel that you are aggrieved with what I said, I will welcome any action remedies from your end.
No, the thing,
On the other hand, Mr. Chair,
You would
while
welcome what?
While,
You would welcome what?
Any remedy that you may seek, Mr. Chair.
any
against
legal
me.
action, is that what you're saying?
That is
Mr.
correct.
Chair?
Any remedy, not limited to legal action,
No,
Mr. Chair.
I'm not going to resort to any legal action anymore. Ha? Bakit? Magbabayad ka pa ng abogado mo. Maglilitis pa tayo ng matagal na panahon. That would also be irritant to you. You do not want that to happen to you, am I right? Huwag mo
Yes,
sabihin
Mr.
sa
Chair.
akin that you welcome any legal action.
If you, because you enumerated the
Hindi
elements
na.
of
Oo.
unjust vexation,
Siguro,
Mr. Chair.
ang pinakamagandang sabihin mo sa akin because I'm annoyed, mag-apologize ka sa akin. Kapag ka sinabi mo ito, oo, hindi ba? O ngayon, kung ayaw
may
mo,
I
okay lang
respond?
sa akin. Ayaw mo, okay lang. Walang problema doon, Mr. Chair. Walang problema
We can
doon,
agree
ha?
on that, Mr.
Oo.
Chair.
Basta makikita nyo na lang na we are going to craft legislation that would actually regulate what our bloggers is trying to say. Let me ask our DOJ people, ano bang palagay nyo? Sinabi ni Miss Joey Cruz. Andiyan ba po ng DOJ?
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, right now, the only legislation we have on malicious statements being made is on libel under the revised penal code and on RA 10175 on online libel.
All right. Salamat po. Can the NBI also say something about that, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Your Honor, for purposes of discussion, we have what we call the doctrine of fair comment. So under the doctrine of fair comment, it means that every discreditable imputation publicly made is deemed false because every man is presumed innocent until his guilt is judicially proved, and every false imputation is deemed malicious. So under this doctrine, as a general rule, when the discreditable imputation is directed against a public person in his public capacity, it is not necessarily actionable. What we are talking here is whether or not it is actionable or not actionable. But as an exemption, if the discreditable imputation to a public official is either a false allegation of fact or a comment based on false supposition, it is actionable. So dito po sa doctrine na to, it's up to the person being attacked whether he wants to file a complaint or not. If he wants to file a complaint, then evidence must be submitted in order for the prosecutors to assess the evidence as well as the court kung sasampa man dito sa korte.
Thank you, Mr. NBI. I'd like to also say, sapagkat marami ring bashing ang binigay ni Ms. Cruz kay Congressman Ace Barbers, di ba? Ms. Cruz, marami rin
Mr. Chair, I would just like to inform the court that there is a pending action that I have against Ace Barber. So I would like to invoke the sub judice rule on that matter.
Invoke sub judice?
Wala namang kasong final.
Wala namang kasong final
No, Mr. Chair, I filed a libel suit against Congressman Barbers.
Kay Ace Barbers.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oo. Huwag ka na mag-file ng libel suit sa akin. Wala naman akong sinabing masama sa iyo.
Yeah, we agreed. We did not say anything personally on each other.
Okay. Well, in your numerous blogs, Ms. Cruz, you criticize the government and specific personalities. But you have not released any content addressing the West Philippine Sea issue or taking a stand against China's actions. Why is that?
It is something that is beyond my competence, I would
Okay.
say. It is something that I do not know much. Although I would like to correct you, sir, that you said I did not release any content, but I actually do. In those contents, when I'm going to talk about the West Philippine Sea, the South China Sea, I talk about it in such a way that I try to figure out the issues, the facts, and ask. My platform is very interactive. And so my platform is always visited by professionals, professors, experts on their fields, real people doing their real job, sharing their 2 cents on what is going on. So whenever I'm going to talk about the South China Sea, international relations and things like that, it is always an interactive one, an exchange of idea from different point of views.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What is your, Tito, gusto ko lang tanungin, no? What is your current source of income? Ms. Cruz.
We have a family business, Your Honor.
Family business. Well,
That is correct.
are you monetizing your social media content or receiving compensation for your blogs?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You are.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So it is also some kind of a business to you.
It is really not, Mr. Chair. In fact, if you're going to look at my vlog, it's very unprofessional. I do not have a studio. It is very casual. I do not have regular time. I'm going to vlog whenever.
But how many followers do you have, Mr. Chair?
On YouTube, I think I have around 79,000. In Facebook, I have my Facebook account with 143,000 followers was taken down a couple of days ago, and my social media accounts are usually they don't really last that long because it would usually be reported or taken down.
Ilan po yung social media account ninyo, Ms. Cruz?
I have TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.
So, ibig sabihin nun, you're getting money out of that. Parang sa'yo, that's a source of income, correct?
It is a source of income, but
Good.
it is not a job for me because I can not vlog if I want to.
Ano yun, Mr. Chair?
I do not have to vlog if I want to. Mr. Chair, I do not have specific schedule when I do vlog.
Sa akin,
So,
let me advise you, Ms. Cruz. Huwag ka na mag-vlog kasi naiinis ka din eh. Naiinis ka din. Hindi pwedeng hindi ka mainis sa sinasabi mo eh. Di ba? Naiinis ka din.
Mr. Chair,
Naaasar ka din. Tama ba ako? Naaasar ka rin. Nai-stress ka din dun eh.
Not really, Mr. Chair, because I'm a very I grew up in a household with very political orientation, so it is something that I really like doing.
So Mr. Chair, did you grow up in a household where you curse each other?
No. My parents are devout
So you
Catholic.
did
I'm the
not
only
grow
one who
up
curse
in a household.
I am the only one who curse in our household.
You are the only one that curse.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, you know, you're a grown-up person. Sana tinuruan ko ng bata ka pa ng magulang mo. Ako tinuruan ako ng bata ng magulang ko eh. Nawag akong magmura eh.
They did, Your
Kaya hindi
Honor.
ako nagmumura eh, Mr. Chair.
They did
Dali lang,
teach me.
So, tinuruan
They did
ako
teach
ng
me
magulang
that, Your
ko ng
Honor.
bata ako wag magmura eh. Kaya hanggang ngayon, hindi ako nagbumura eh.
They did teach me not to curse, Your Honor, but they also taught me how to be your authentic self.
Ganon. Okay ka. In one of your posts, you said, ito nakakaawa ang mga pulis under BBM administration. Can you elaborate on that? What led you to the conclusion that you said that?
That is a series of posts on the memorandum that is circling around saying that policemen would have to react on official PNP pages. And I think it is so unfortunate that apart from the regular duties and responsibilities of a policeman, they are being asked to do such kind of menial task. I think it's something that they do not have to do. I vehemently disagree with that kind of policy, so that's why I felt I commiserate with the policemen.
you what? You commiserate.
Yes, Your Honor.
So when you commiserate, you can tell the policeman, police patola kayo, wala kayong kwenta. Is that how you commiserate?
I never said that, Mr. Chair.
Nabanggit mo yun eh. Mga police, wala kayong na-solve na problema. Nabanggit mo yun. Kaya nga, gusto ko nang tanungin, are these statements based on any verified data? Do you have a data on that?
If I know the
Or
time
they
when
are
I
simply your
posted it,
personal opinion?
Mr. Chair, like I mentioned earlier, so that I can intelligently identify the reaction I posted on my Facebook,
ito po ang kaibigan ko.
I would need to know the
Miss
time
Ako, Miss
when I
Ako.
posted it, so that I would know the exact
Miss Cruz,
news.
Miss Cruz, ito po ang kaibigan ko si Congressman Akop. Naging general po ng pulis to eh. Oo. Kaya, ano mo, pag you begin to generalize, pangit, hindi ba? Let
That
me
is
ask
correct.
our police people there, what do you think of the statement of Miss Joey Cruz?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Oo. Pulis patola ka ba?
No, of course.
Hindi.
No.
Wala
Your
kang
Honor.
kwentang pulis. Ganun ba yan?
No, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
you tell us about that, Mr. Chair.
Well, the data will probably speak for itself that the PNP has done so much. And I think that was the statement of Ms. Cruz. But the numbers will really speak for itself, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, ito na lang, no? In your other blog, Ms. Joey, or post directed against the Quadcom, mga members tungkol sa pag-iimbestiga over bloggers spreading fake news. Itong TRICOM po namin. You dismissed them and said something along the lines of what? Sabi mo, para kayong mga bata, tangiya nyo. Hindi ko nga masabi. Di ba? Yan ang pag pinapasweldo kayo ng sambayanang Pilipino, pinagputahan ng mga tao, including ng mga vloggers, sagutin nyo mga tanong. Do you confirm this statement?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Why did you say that?
Because in any rants or bashing or issues I raised in my Facebook, I never really got a response.
So pakiklaro
a
mo nga
response.
yung sinabi mong pinagputahan ng mga tao. Will you please make it clear to us, anong ibig sabihin nun? Kasi hindi ko alam ibig sabihin nun eh.
Yes, I will explain, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please.
Pinagputahan ng mga tao means pinagtrabahuhan ng manggagawang Pilipino ang nagpapatakbo ng bayang ito, ng kongresong ito. So therefore, the public officials should listen when there is a grievance being raised, petition being submitted by the people, especially when they are expressing dismay or standards not being met. Pinagputahan ng tao means pinagtrabahuhan ng matindi ng mga tao.
Yung, Mr. Chair, yung mga taong nagtrabaho, tinatawag mong PUTA.
No, Mr. Chair.
Ayun ang nabanggit mo eh.
And Mr. Chair, sa Katagalugan po, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, dahil nga po ang tao ay nagtatrabaho, ang isang hardworking na tao ay nagtatrabaho ng long hours, they would always express ng frustration dun sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na challenges. So that is why, ganun po ang Bulakenya po ako, Mr. Chair. I would just like to inform so that you would also have a proper context on my vernacular.
Mr. Chair, marami kong kilalang Bulakenyo na hindi ganyan ang mga salita.
Yeah, marami po. Marami rin po
Please,
ako.
wag mong banggitin ang pagiging Bulakenya mo dito.
But
Baka
it is-
sabihin po ng mga Bulakenya, lahat yan, ganyan ang salita nila.
I am
Please,
under oath,
wag
Mr.
naman.
Chair. It is like that.
Mga
in
disente po ang mga Bulakenya.
Bulakenya po ako, sir. So I can speak for my people.
Isa ka, Mr. Chair, sa Bulakenya hindi disente. Now ito ha. Last question, Mr. Chair.
Yes, can you wrap it up? We still have other issues.
Given your consistent use of offensive language, not only against me, against others, for example, personal insults, unfounded allegations, you cannot even verify it with your data. Do you believe your actions are still protected under freedom of expression?
I take exception, Mr. Chair,
Or
on
have you crossed the line
alleging unfounded accusations because...
Or have you crossed the line into abuse of your right?
I understand my right, Mr. Chair, and I understand that I have no right to abuse my right.
Good. So, ibig sabihin doon, you have no right to use abusive language against a person you do not even know personally.
Using profanity is not necessarily abusive, Mr. Chair.
Well, you made that in a personal way. So, let the people judge it. No, because
Correct,
a lot
Mr.
of people
Chair.
are watching
Agree.
now. Let the people
Agree,
judge
Mr.
it.
Chair.
So, siguro, yun na lang, Mr. Chair, ang may atanong ko kay Miss Joey, siguro ngayon, makakilala na kami ngayon, siguro magiging close na kaming dalawa.
Baka kayo ng sunod na love team.
Marinig ko yun.